cow. When these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Gators will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Got his man. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. pick up a first down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab in bounds.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quarterback keeps it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Ball's out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Catch in the middle, it's Blyman. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have got...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hand, it's Brown. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wants to throw, it's Stockton. A little release to the back. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run Lindsey Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
A nice job on the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wrapped behind the line. It's Frazier. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He might want another play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell it you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McClain. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass, it's Lagway. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Throws into the middle of the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback now breaking the field. Jukes his way for more. And he's still running after the move. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly,
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Man,
It's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He fires to the left side. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To the air, it's Lagway. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Here on third down for this offense. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's ball. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Defense might bring the house here. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for a man, it's Lagway. He lobs one high down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give out of the gun. Breaks the tackle.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's got the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. To the air. It's Lagway. Here comes the heat. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's White. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
The Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. So few. Fumbles are unpreventable. That one seemed to be, and man, oh man, what a devastating blow to this offense.
You got to know when the play's over. You just got to go down. It's an example of a guy just trying to do too much at this situation of the game. In the second half, just go down, take the points, take the lead, and keep playing.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Receiver going in motion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.